Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on this gigantic planet we call Earth. I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. Good evening, everybody. It is, what is today? It's today. And I got an amazing guest tonight. Someone who has lived 14 years in a haunted house, has done, well, had an amazing life. I'm going to run through the bio here in just a minute, but you know, we got to do our comments real quick and roll call, see who's in the house tonight. We've got Alien Bump. Good evening, my fellow you fam. Hey there, Doc. How's your day going, my man? Cleaning house. The CEO of 1028 Productions, aka my mother. She's arriving in an hour and 15 minutes. So we will be ending the show right at 8 prompt. So I can get over there and pick her up. Let's see. Yes, that's right. You're not late tonight. Spell check set to homegrown. Should be okay. Good. Dear friend Paul Marsh is here. He also, you know, if you like the intro with the space stuff, that's in the countdown. That's Mr. Paul Marsh and his wife. Let's see. The Doc Force on duty. Let's make it happen, Captain. Thank you very much. Dave Dennis from Australia is here. Hello, Dave. Let's see. Steel Raptor 24. Word. Thank you for joining tonight. Appreciate you. Let's see. Everybody's doing their hellos. Edward Sosa's here. Elevata Doc Force. Namaste, fams. After my third year of Spanish one, I just gave up on foreign languages. So I speak gibberish. Dave Dennis says, hey, Paul, Steel Raptor, cool. Everybody's saying hello. Terry's here. Hello, Terry. Hello, Force friends. My buddy in Dallas, Pat Leal from Pat Leal Films, tuning in. Thank you so much. So how about that Catherine last night? I'm intrigued. That Catherine last night. Wait. Are you talking about Catherine tonight? Who's I'm about to introduce? Because that's who. Take two. That's who's on the show tonight. Let's see. Elise Marie's here. Hello. All right, cool. Got the early roll call out of the way. You all get your bonus points this week on your assignments. Now, I'm very, very privileged to have. Man, I can't wait to hear what she's going to say. But let me just run down her bio. Dr. I'm guessing that's Dr. Reverend. I'm hoping she'll correct me in a minute. Catherine Ann Wright. She's a quantum hypnotist and demonologist from the Dolores Cannon Academy and Alba Weinman Methods. She's an intuitive channel, which equals spirit communicator. She's a UFO researcher and an experiencer. She's an international best-selling author in 8 categories. Last check, in 8 categories in the book, You Empath You. Sorry, let me pull that up so I can. There it is. So write that down because you're probably going to want to order this after the show or during the show if you're really feeling saucy. She's also okay. So there's that, and I'll bring that back up in a moment so she can talk more about that. She does galactic and paranormal storytelling. Let's see, deep dive into paranormal protection topics that goes cosmic. And she also touches on some topics that are dear to my heart. Those that are loyal and here all the time, you know this will be important. Let's see, where was it? Oh, she received a full academic scholarship from USC, LA, California. Yeah, there it is. She's going to talk. Actually, she wrote it here, but I'm really excited. She wants to talk about cabal trafficking, 6 Child's Ways, and how she was kind of some in there. And you all know my story, so I'm really compelled to hear hers tonight. She studied at the Sorbonne, Paris, France. That's classy. Let's see. I'm just kind of perusing this. I want her to go into more detail on some of this stuff. She also has a Doctor of Divinity and Demonologist in 2004. And she, she also owned and operated a precious pet Pow Kennel free doggy daycare for 10 years, 5-star on Google, and at her little ranch in Salem, Oregon. And she's also lived 14 years of her life in a house that's haunted. Now, without any other further ado, because I said hello to all the class, so we're good there, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope that's Reverend. I really do. Dr. Reverend Catherine ANN WRIGHT. Hello.
Oh, what an intro. Hello, everyone in electronic land. Catherine ANN WRIGHT here. My friends call me Mama Cat. That Dr. Reverend is important because I work with so many levels of clients all over the world. So it's I have a lot of friends that are doctors and they love their doctor titles, but it is, you do work hard to get them, but I put that aside because I'm real, and you got to be real in what I do.
Excellent. Now, let me just lay the groundwork for the audience, even though they know we may have some new people. If you have a question for our guest tonight, in the chat room, please put question and then your question. That way it stands out and I don't get into other people's conversations, which usually happens every night. So I apologize. Okay. So, I knew about the living 14 years in a haunted house. So that's kind of what I titled the show. And then you send me the bio, and I really do. We only have an hour, but I really do want to hear the story about the cabal and the trafficking. But
let me grab the bio so I can follow the storyline. Sorry, it's on my printer. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Sorry, this was really short notice, but I am so excited you asked me. This is just so delicious, delicious. Yes.
And
yummy.
And this is the first time you've done a podcast?
Yeah, I'm a mystic cave dweller. People don't find people like me.
Oh.
Okay, we don't come out. We do all work for humanity under the radar. But because it's so bad out there, I have to come out of my mystic cave dwelling and come preach, teach my stories, because we got to wake it up for everyone else, because they're going through the same stuff and they don't recognize the energy pattern that's connecting with them that isn't their thought forms. People are got thought form attachments, and and so I want to help balance. I help and teach balancing that, but I'm also like a shamanic, like I'm a shaman that can do help release all that tech on people, so I can see it in the ether and see it on them. Wow. I can release them, but I do the quantum hypnosis because there's a lot of people that don't understand that part of our services as empaths. Okay. And that's what that book's about, being empaths. All right, we follow storyline. There's some cool stuff on this.
So I also, this being your first time, I want you to know how it works on both sides. If you see me looking around, it's not that I am not paying attention. I'm reading the comments, filtering them out, finding the good ones so we can throw up here and show you. So please don't think I'm being rude and I'm not paying attention. I'm just multitasking as you're talking. Okay.
And then I want to let you know that I'll be looking around at spirit guides as I'm talking. I won't be looking at you if something's giving me a download.
Now, see, that sounds even cooler.
It is cool. I channel. I'm about it. Yeah. My room is full. Everyone's here.
Well, fantastic. Well, you've got an international audience tonight. You got especially we're really loved in Australia. So you got some Australian people watching.
I've got some wonderful friends there.
So what I'm going to be doing, and everybody knows that because we're getting so many more people in the chat room, I can't answer everybody's questions. So I have them put, the people that do want to really get it out there, they'll put question. And I think you can see it in the chat room as well.
Yeah. But okay. I'd love to chat. I'd love to go through some runs and questions we could do at the end, or.
That's fine. But I'm just letting you know, do you see the little star I put next to this one at the bottom?
I see private chats and comments.
Okay, so I guess I'm the only one that can star them. Okay, well, what I'll do is I can do this, like Mr. B question. When did you first realize you had the ability to be a medium? So that's what I'll do is I'll put the questions down, and that way you can see it.
That's perfect.
All right, great.
Love it.
All right, so yeah, that was Mr. B's first question, actually.
Thank you, Mr. B.
When did you first realize you had the ability to be a medium?
Well, in the book, You Empath You, I shared my story. When I was 16, I was driving to high school, and I clearly heard a voice say, slow down, a dog's gonna come out from behind the cars. So I said, I better slow down. A dog might come out from behind the cars. And as soon as I started, the dog pit bull came right between the cars, and I would have been in this really bad accident. So I learned, and plus as a baby, I was very sensitive, but those memories are kind of put aside because this is kind of the first one I remember, because there was a lot of my family's a highly interesting family that I won't go into. So, but there was a lot of stuff there.
Well, excellent. Okay, so now you know how the game plays here on podcasting, and we'll get those questions. But now you have the floor. Tell your story, and then when you're ready for questions, I've got them starred here, and I can just one after the other if you like. Okay, but we got till 8:00.
Well, we have the haunted house stuff, but on the bio, I know there's some really interesting topics that you're eyeballing. Like when I went to USC, the Trojans. If you want to, do you want me to go in a haunted house, or you want to look at some of these? We deep dive. I don't care what consciousness we go.
Well, here's the cool thing.
Yeah,
I can have guests back. And then what we do now, normally I can't do it tonight because I have to go to the airport right after the show. But I would normally do a Patreon show, which is a lot less censored.
I saw you with Brad.
Okay, great. So we're a little more free. God, and last night's show was so good.
I know.
My God. And
I
actually came up with some
afterwards
stuff.
Either. I bet it was awesome.
Oh my God. Oh, I made him go, ooh, I think you are onto something, Doc. And we're onto something with the Black Knight. Anyway, all right.
I got some hot things with the Templars. When you and Brad were going off, there was channeling all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, I got to talk to the guys. They're going to love this stuff.
Well, I can have up to 10 guests on my show at once, and we can have like a round table one night. So look forward to something like that.
Yeah, round table's too much energy for me sometimes.
Oh,
I'm into but we'll work on it because I'm new. We will get it down. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that haunted house crap. In 2004, I bought for the first time as a woman my own house. Right, this was the house I was going to retire in, that cute little house in Salem, Oregon. Most freaking haunted city. Because in Salem, the laws on the books say all the prisons and mental illness centers have to be in the capital, and Salem, Oregon is the capital. So the energy that runs through the ley lines in that city, plus the Native American wars and stuff. My land, I researched it, man. Wait till I tell you some of the stuff that was going on. It laid on, actually 40 people died on the boundary line, brutally. About 180 years earlier. So I'm thinking Native American pioneers, stuff going on there. And it created a poltergeist, negative thought form, right? So, and then also a lot of people died around the land. So about 200 years. So it's 200 to 180 years. And then I'm on major and minor ley lines. I have minor ley lines intersecting and major ones going through the minor ley lines. And then I have an underground lake that my property sits on. Because I have water. I always buy land with water. I got to have your water. And so this was very kinetic. And so it was opening up reptilian portals because the same frequency as the malevolent poltergeist, right? It's all frequency. It's all harmonics. Yeah. So that kind of energy opened up those kind of portals. And I learned portal work real fast. I've been mastering at portals for like a long time now, because I'd have to protect myself, and I'd research, find out the occult and everything, so right. I'm a master at all and doer of none, right? So so what else was happening there? So the dead were coming in from 150 miles away off those ley lines of that same energy vibration. So it was a freaking freeway in my place.
Like a big hub.
I'm telling you, it'd make a great movie. That's why I'm going to be writing books, because I don't have energy to do, we'll see where it goes, but it's going to be books, and they're going to be some great books.
Well, movies come from books.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one's Beyond Quantum,
Wow.
And I've got all these quantum hypnosis sessions I've done that will blow your mind when we start talking about them.
What is, I've heard of hypnosis, but what is quantum hypnosis? Just a definition, if you wouldn't mind.
Let's just say you're working in theta and gamma wave states instead of alpha and delta, and delta. So you're in theta and gamma. It's the the brainwave frequency is slower. And then so you get into the subconscious and you're flowing with all of consciousness. So you can get the answers to everything. So I have my clients come in with questions under medical, financial, business, relationships, and then anything metaphysical. And they bring me the questions they want answered, and they get the universe answered it for them, and healing on the tables. I have people come in and the healing, it's the star beings. I've got literally extraterrestrials in their vibrating dimensions because I have portal. They come and heal. And I've had med beds on people, on me. I've had them replace my leg when I had thrombosis. I was up in Mount Shasta training and my leg was throbbing bad. I'd been in a car accident in 2018 and I almost died in that car accident. That was pretty recent. 2019, 2020, I was up in Mount Shasta and I was teaching students. And so I let one of the students put me under, and thank God I did, because the higher self, it was the creator of water I was channeling, which is an awesome, awesome podcast. I need help cleaning it up, but it's pretty amazing. It said that the creator said, she's got thrombosis. She does not know this, but we need to fix this now, because I'm at 5,500 feet. You know, I'm at elevation. I've thrown a blood clot. You know, I'm getting ready to throw a clot from that car accident, you know. And so they did. You know, I'm on the gravity chair and the students got me under and I'm going, oi, oi, oi. Because they're literally, I'm seeing them taking my leg off and putting another leg on. It's crazy. It's cool. Really fabulous.
Wow.
And this is when I'm coming out. This is behind the scenes, the stuff I do. Now I'm coming out to help everybody. You know, you do it for yourself. I've been on this path to help myself fight the things I could not see in that haunted house. Now I know how to do that and fight all the reptilian mind control, how to undo the neural net. And I got the science and I'm manipulating, you know, transdimensional energy now. And it's really easy once you got it, once you know it. And I want everyone to know it because we're all empaths. And that's that book, you guys. Get that book.
All right, hold on.
Everyone's empaths, and you're going to read the girls' stories, you know, and you're going to say, that's me. That's what's happening to me. And you're going to say, my God, am I an empath? And then we give you skill sets, and then you call me. I teach, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm an empath, and my family used to say I was just really, really sensitive boy.
They called me bonkers.
They didn't understand, you know, how, but that's because of being an empath. It has given me the life that I've had by being able to relate and feel with people and
survival. Because I'm tapping it. Can I tap into your energy? Do I have permission? All right. I'll just tap in. So, okay, take that book down. Where are you? I can't see you.
All right, hold on. There we go.
Well, my cat wants to play. I am fun and frisky. I stay in that joy. You know, that's the secret, because all this stuff is going on. And it was so funny. I was outside sunbathing and listening to some music, and this song came up and it said, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. And doesn't it feel like that? We got all these haters, you know, clowns to the left of me, jokers to my right. So I want to help everyone stay in that sweet spot. We got, you know, what Thoth, I channel Thoth and Sakat, the Egyptian god and goddesses. You know, I channel the pantheons and of all the religions. I love it. They're so fun.
Someone's ordering your book.
Huh?
Someone's ordering your book.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Now, I'm going to tell you, this book is milk. It's a teaser. You're going to have to wait for the big bad book, guys. Might take me a couple years to write because I've got, you know, big marching orders. So I'm going to be out traveling and writing. So
go on.
Oh, where was I? Sorry.
Stuck in the middle with you. People.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Funny, you know, my spirit guides, and I want to make this normal for you guys, because you'll hear, you know, some of you clairaudience, right? You being an empath, what are your skills? Like, do you hear clairaudient, or are you knowing, or
it's the knowing and the feeling.
They're sentient and claircognizant is what we call that.
Yeah, I can tell when people are lying and they're trying to pull one over me, and they're like, "No, everything's fine." I'm like, yeah, no.
You read energy.
Yeah.
You read energy.
Well, that's why I'm Doc, because I've always could help people out. I somehow could get on their level, and I was always somebody that could bring groups together. Like, I was in the entertainment industry, and I was a crew member when I was 15 at Six Flags, and then there was the cast members, and they never hung out. I changed that. I said, that's BS. We can all come together. It doesn't need to be this stuff. So that's, I put events together that bring people together, and parties and all kinds of stuff. Because
you froze. Your joy froze the camera. It was beautiful. I love it. Doc, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I love your energy, and I love it. I love you.
Well, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be coming out and meeting everybody, because I stay away. I see everyone getting attacked. And I'm back here holding love space. And I finally got called out to the 2019 Avatar convention, and I blew that thing away with a portal. It was sunny the day everyone arrived, and I go, frickin', this is full of reptilians. I remote viewed it the night before. And that's a great story on Mount Shasta. And so Mama Cat and Portals, the very next day I sat in the tea tent with some other friends, and we just did beautiful intentions, but I knew what was going on because I'm a guardian. I only am manifested for events when security protection is needed, because I'm Lyran, I'm a Mama Cat. So I was called there. And that was crazy stuff going on. We'll talk offline because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah. Well, and next time we have you, we'll do it, and then we'll go on Patreon so that you're all free to say what you want to say. Okay, real quick. Can we do a quick question? Time is just jumping through quick.
Sure. Yeah, because we were late. Yeah.
No, actually, we were right on time.
Oh, of course.
We were like 40 seconds behind.
I had them freeze time for us.
Yes.
They're AI. It's AI.
Yep. Oh, we already did that one. Let me unstart. That was Mr. B. That was from Australia, by the way. Alien Bump says, Catherine, I've always believed that I'm a bit of an empath. How do you know you are an empath, and is there a way to strengthen the ability?
It's kind of like, I'm going to give you my philosophy. I think humans are at the elevation of the top of the plant animal chain. We're barely plant animal consciousness, and we think we're all that, right? So when it's your primal instincts, everyone has this instinctual program. And you have it. It's about listening and how you run your programs. Okay. And then, so what I would say is teach you how to listen to the programs. And that's really good things in the book. Right. And that you can call me and talk to me, and love donations. It's almost like, because of COVID shut down everything, my offices, my studios, everything. It's almost, I can't charge people. Nobody has money. Everyone's hurting. It's like, how do you,
right.
It's like everything's free, just love donate, because I can't charge my $350 an hour than I am. There's no way.
No, and I'm the same way. I mean, if I was to charge, being
one
camera
hour with me just heals so much compared to 1 hour with your attorney at that price.
Yeah,
seriously.
I mean, these platforms, you have to be some teen bop sensation or something, viral all the time, and
it's dangerous. What I deal with when people call me and I see what's on them, and they're going through their hardcore shit, and I'm seeing their house, and I see what's going on. It's people need help. There's not. We empaths have got to hone our skills, and that's what I'm about, helping people hone their skills so they can go out and love on others and show them what they did for themselves. And if it helps other people, then that works, because I can only show what I can do for myself. And if it helps you, that's great. If it doesn't, hey, there's some other perspective. It might lead you to helping something else.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dave Dennis from Australia asks, hi, Catherine. Do you think demonic possession is linked to the reptilian phenomenon? And can you tell an affected person like a crooked politician on TV? I love Dave.
I look at him when I walk in a room, it freezes because I can pick out every reptilian. It's like I cast a very big net. It's funny. I do. I think demonic possession is many things. I want you all to go watch Amy Allen of the Dead Files with Stephen DeShavi. That's how I found out who and what I am and the capabilities I have to clean up shit that messes with people. So, yes, it's reptilian, but there's good reptilians and there's bad reptilians. There's also mantis that have been corrupted. They've cloned them and taken light out of them, but I always find the little light. That's why I don't care how dark the demon is. I get them all. Because you cannot exist without that holographic spark of light, guys. So I'm a dragon slayer. I'm actually a piece of technology that goes out and does this stuff.
Let me ask you this. I've never met a demonologist, or, reverend or whatever. It's
forget the doctor. It's just Mama Cat.
So I swear I just heard a growl.
Well, let's clean it up. Whoosh.
No. It's I have dogs, but they shouldn't be nearby. Anyway, point is, I've always, I'm in
when things go bump in the night, call Ghostbusters.
Right. So being in the entertainment industry, I've seen a lot of many visual representations of demonic possession and the exorcism and all that stuff. But recently, I have become infatuated with vibration and frequencies and cymatics, which is the science of sound and how it creates frequencies. You doing what you do, is it more of working with frequencies and vibrations, or is there like a ghostly image that's popping up and coming out of a person? I mean, is it that crazy shit we
Doc,
see?
I'm gonna channel this. Okay, so I work with harmonics. I see in frequency like sonar. It depends on what level and density that I take my consciousness to, because I run all densities and dimensions.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking blown open, living on reptilian portals and having everything on Amy Allen's show, all the demons and all the crap. That stuff is what was kicking my ass, and now I kick its ass, right? Because it's all energy and it's lower. When you raise your vibration, that's not in your lives anymore. So to get out of this mud and muck pile, you do that. So I highly recommend that. And then where was I going? What was the question about demon?
So these, when you're doing demonology, I mean, I was saying, are you seeing ghosts or things moving, or is it just on a psychic level?
I call in the frequencies. For me, I see it in my head. They give me images, kind of like John. Have you heard of John Edwards and Sylvia or John Edwards? Let me keep going because I'm channeling. I'll lose it. All right. They give me the images, and then they show it like a film, and then also Thoth and some really cool guides. I mean, I've got Alpha Centurion, Arcturians. I've got tall whites here. I've got some amazing IQ extraterrestrials to work with here. So yeah, it's great. I've got Tesla, Einstein, Ptolemy, and a bunch of them coming in teaching me about energy and how to make free energy and doing some really deep diving on that. We'll talk about that on Patreon. But I see them. It depends. I keep the clairvoyant shut down because they're kind of creepy, right?
Yeah.
So I have clairvoyance, but I keep it shut down. So I feel and see kind of like a bat, kind of like sonar field. They can't get by me because if there's a big reptilian or a big Lyran or a big energy archangel, whatever it is, I feel it. There's a wall here, So, and then I ask them to present themselves because no one's in my space without my permission. So I walk with an army, it's beautiful. The clairvoyant people that see me walking, they're like, who the fuck is that? And I'm glowing. You see me as a big flashlight. They call it a diva, whatever those glowing people are. That's when you see, it's different to be with me. Like I'm going to a SETI Ranch for the first time for one of my friend's birthdays.
Sweet.
And I've always been up at Mount Shasta doing the portal work, helping clear land there. SETI's now called me, so that's hysterical. They called me last year. I go, I don't go up during snow. When you have it, present the people. So there's a birthday party and they invited me. It was so perfect.
Sweet.
And then I'm getting invited to Four Corners. So Four Corners is calling me because there's a tribal star council meeting. It's they know I work slow, So about 6-7 months ago, they said, Four corners, four corners, four corners. And you know, in spirit, you're an empath. You know, when spirit's talking to you, they don't let up until you listen to them. And they're trying to get my butt out there. And then I heard I heard Augie and Brad talking on their show the other day. And I think they mentioned there's a conference in New Mexico or Arizona, some UFO conference in May. I don't know.
Conferences are making a slow comeback.
I don't do conferences. I'm being called, and where I land, that's where they'll come. The ships follow me, and the tribal that follows me, they see me coming, and then we meet, and so it'll be fun. I'm taking some,
So you were mentioning like John Edmonds and stuff.
John Edwards,
an old friend of mine from back home says, "What's up? Does she know Jeffrey Baker or Jeff Baker?"
I do not.
He's an amazing.
But hi, Jeff. I love you. Yeah. We'll meet sometime.
Yeah, last time I checked, he has a huge ranch that he does big events, not events, but spiritual stuff where people come and they stay at his ranch. And we all went to high school together, so that's why he was bringing him.
Fun! Oh well, thank you. Maybe I'll be invited. That's great because
there was actually a reality show where it was like the world's best psychics, and it was like a game show. And they would give these psychics these tests. And one of them was, okay, here's this kid's jacket. Where in the desert is he? And everybody took up from like 45 minutes to 4 hours. Jeff found him in like 3 minutes. He ran to the kid. He's just always been, he's just always good. So, maybe check him out. He's like them. He's really awesome. The next question was, where's it? Here it is. Donna asks, I am extremely sensitive as an empath, and I would be panicking in a haunted environment. Please share how this benefits you and allows you to stay in a haunted home.
Well, there's a Palladian technology I use. So it's very important that you have to ground. You're having that survival panicky mode because it's survival, fight or flight kicking in. So what I do is I ground into Gaia. I drop a big ass crystal into the center of Gaia on a rope. Boom, I lock into her. Okay. So you ground yourself, especially because I deal with a lot of crazy ass entities. So I have to be really grounded, and it lightens the anxiety in your stomach. Is actually a survival technique showing you there's big energy in your environment. There's entities in your environment. So you want to listen to that. And then you use toolbox techniques that I teach for empaths that we all teach in the books. And I've got a whole 44 set of them. But you use those techniques. You ground, you put up your shield of protection, and that's personal. It's like puppy love. What brings you love? That you can't wipe the smile off your face? That's my technique. That's my protection. I've got this amazing, so for me, it's puppies. I used to raise Pomeranians. And I had Dogo Mastiffs and Shepherds, and I ran a doggy daycare. I mean, I'd have 7 dogs in bed with me. It was hysterical.
Well, that's where I'm.
Clients were fabulous,
Yeah. I'm an AKC Bichon Frise breeder.
Oh, so, are you?
And I have 7 of my own too. So they keep me going,
And look at how happy I am. Do you see how happy I am right now? And I have had traumas that are when you read the books, traumas that are going to blow your mind. They're going to say, how is she fucking alive? And how is she smiling? When they hear the stories. It's
strange.
Crystals. I love it.
Yeah. Do crystals work? I've wondered that because
this is some nice labradorite.
That's nice.
Labradorite. It's gorgeous. It's as big as, look at how big this thing is.
Wow. It's almost life size.
Look at the blue. Yeah, I'm a crystal me. I love me's. The Anunnaki fought huge wars, nuclear wars. That's why Saudi Arabia looks like it does, because the Anunnaki fought over these living biological crystals called me's. It has all the knowledge of the universes in them. The Thoth is actually coming through here. All the knowledge of the universes. So they would fight huge wars to have these crystals. And I know you and Brad were talking about the spirit destiny and these things that are missing and all this stuff. This has to do with some of that. And
Wow.
that's some of the stuff I'm going on a mission. I've got marching orders. I can't wait to share the stories with you guys, what's going to happen in the future, the next 10, 20 years.
Well, we're definitely we'll do another show, and probably maybe even next week. Well,
Hey, when you're feeling better,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm here for May. Then I start traveling. I'm just going to sleep and write and rest.
Well, we'll get you on a couple times, and then that will help kind of get people excited when you go on your little tour.
I love it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And we're going to set up an author's signing. Like, I think some more people are writing books. We're going to do big author signing in Mount Shasta.
Sweet. Yeah, Mount Shasta.
Like close down Main Street and just do author fun.
Terry Reesing wants to know, what crystals do you use for healing?
A lot. Here I am wearing a fire agate that's really beautifully wrapped in copper because I run a lot of fire. I am a lava dragon hot. Look at this fire agate.
Nice.
It's gorgeous. So depending, and I'm wearing red garnets, and then gold is conductivity. And then I have an amazing, I love Ethiopian opal. This is a gorgeous Ethiopian opal with amethyst, which is very sobering, and Ethiopian opal is the universe. So I use crystals because I love them, because I'm a crystal. I'm a me.
Okay. Yep. I have a question though.
Yeah. Why do you think everyone's called me? You guys are all me's. You're all crystals and have the knowledge.
Oh, okay. Well, I was asking is, now each of these different type of crystals, they have different, do they all do the same thing?
Yes.
Or they're all individual? Now, if you wear a recipe of different variety, would that cancel out anything else, or does it intensify or amplify? I mean,
I do.
Was one crystal enough, or should I, pierce my ears? I mean, because I told you frequency and all this stuff with I am so into it. So I want to pick your brain while I got you.
So the question is,
for
you,
more crystals the better, or
no, for you right now, because I would get a blue. I think a blue angelic, because you're going into some hardcore stuff and you want calmness. I have a gorgeous one. It's I'll text it to you. A blue angelic, or angelite, I think.
Okay.
I have the 3 Bible crystal books. So there's 3 big, huge books of crystals. So when I want to look one up, I got the frequencies, because I work all this with clients. What crystals do they need if they're crystal people? So I'll work with you and see what crystals will resonate for you for whatever you're going through, because that's what I do. Also, frequency. Gaia. What do you think the pyramids were here for? Those were communication devices. It's all crystals. There's huge crystal caverns. When I deep dive and remote view into Gaia, all you guys can do this, is that it's beautiful crystals, and then they're fracking into these crystals and demolishing stuff. So I'm an underground, I track this stuff and go fight the good fight in the underground.
Excellent.
That's why I don't come. This is why you're seeing me for the first time, because it's so bad out there.
Yeah.
Come out and talk about it.
What do you use to clear what crystals do you use to clear negative energy and psychic attacks? Or not, she didn't say crystals. She said, what do you use? To
clear negative energy? Since I do a lot of work daily for clients and stuff, I smudge twice a day minimum. I smudge in the morning and I smudge at night with sage.
And that's, okay, I was going to say that's sage, right?
With white sage and my abalone shell with sea salt. I have all the elements at once, because we are source, SOURCE, right? Source. And then us, all of us. So we put all the elements together. So in that beautiful smudging, I'm using salt, representation of water, representation of feather for air, representation of fire. So it's a kind of a ceremony as you do it energetically, and it's sacred. Because when sometimes I forget, and I know when I start forgetting doing my energy clearing, because as empaths, your energy looks like crud, Swiss cheese. If you don't cord cut, if you're not cord cutting, no wonder you're sick. All this energy coming at you on these shows. You got to keep your energy field clean.
You have no idea.
All right, there you go. So psychic attacks, I do a lot of cleaning. I did get psychically attacked where they burnt me. This coven or whatever burnt me. So my guide said, immediately get in your Jeep, go down to the forest. Got in my Jeep, got in the forest. And then I said, when I get back to my Jeep from walking in the forest, I want this gone. That's how I talk to my guides. Hey, I'm not kidding around. If I'm going to do this work on Earth, I'm not having this shit happen to me. right?
Mhm.
So I go for a walk and chill in the forest, talk to the birds, sing, do whatever, come back, gone. And it was a badass burn. I get
Hmm.
psychic attacks when you're helping humanity. The psychic attacks are
Oh
brutal.
yeah.
And
It's
it's
always when
funny
you're trying to do
because, like,
good.
how
That's
can
when it's
people
the
treat
worst.
people like this? And you're mirrored aspects of each other. Are you going to like do that to yourself? Yeah,
Mhm.
they do. I did, I just grew up. Damn.
All I've seen
Yeah.
in this world, it's just it's
Hey,
really
hey,
sad.
let's lighten it up. Let's find
Let's
frisbee.
do that. Let's
Mama Cat
see
wants to
here.
play. Let's go for
Dave,
oh,
Dave, Dave Dennis from Australia says, "What crystals do you recommend placing in a tank of my water filter to help or to energize the water?" Well, that's a good
ooh,
question. That's a really
organite
good question. My dad used to
or
tell me about that.
shungite water. I make shungite water.
Shungai water.
Yeah, but I don't know about fish. Is it for a tank with fish? I can't answer for a tank with fish, but for yourself, your body, I put shungite in blue bottles and I put them out for an hour open outside in the sun.
Mhm.
And then I have blue shungite water. Yeah, but
Interesting.
you set it out there for 3-4 hours. I set out
Okay.
the blue bottle. So, and blue bottles are kind of hard to find. So I go looking for whatever wine there is in a blue bottle.
Yeah. My very first crystal was given to me by my father.
Ooh,
And he would tell me that you put it by your bathtub and you put it in the water and all this stuff. And my dad was a pilot, never was into any, not even church, nothing. I mean, he was just a pilot. And
he knew.
well, it was his ex-wife that I think kind of, because they would go to Sedona. They lived in Fountain Hills.
Well, of course,
And
it was his wife that gave him the crystal. We women
yeah,
know this stuff. Come on,
right.
we're very sensitive.
Um,
You think, yeah.
so okay, so that's good about the water. I was curious about that. Another question:
Oh,
does
and they're showing me, yeah, there's something, yeah, about.
okay?
Oh, I gave a rose quartz to one of my police officers that almost got shot here. So
Hmm.
he sat for 45 minutes with me, talking with me outside, and because I have people at all levels, and so I sent rose quartz for protection with him, and he's like, "Wow, thanks," because he has a kid, and
Hmm.
if he would have been shot, his family, it would have been devastating. So that
Of
was like a
course.
little
Yeah.
protection. I do just being with people.
Alien Bumps asks another question. Does she feel like something big is going to happen sooner than later? Because I can't shake the feeling that the whole planet is about to pop. How about you, Doc? Well, anyways, watch my shows. You saw during like the riots, I was doing 12, 14-hour long streams and I got pulled into it. And um,
See, I don't
I,
give my energy to that,
well,
but I did shoot down a few.
I was reporting it. That's the thing,
Oh,
because it
yeah.
was being
Oh,
censored
that's
by
good.
the news. So I was taking live streams and multiple live streams on one screen and sharing that with everybody, so they knew what was happening live. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I'm new to your show, but I'm like, now, fuck. I love
yeah,
it. I'm like,
It's been news for years and all through all the craziness. But yeah, I am always waiting for that shoe to drop, but I'm prepared. Well, I hope that I'm somewhat prepared, at least more prepared than others.
here it is, guys. There's two things in life: love and fear. So, which
Yep.
one in the molecular structure of your brain and neural net are you going to spin? So, yeah, I was on community emergency response team for 10 years, but nothing happens. I'm a law-abiding citizen, license carrying gun owner. Yeah, but I've never needed it except one time.
Mhm.
And the guy was so afraid of me when he looked at me without a gun. So,
Mhm.
I tell you, don't live in fear, but
Right.
use discernment and don't watch the fear porn and also, if you ever travel with me, you'll be safe because wherever I am, I'm safe. And I
Right.
got a big download. Where are we? April, what's today? In March.
May 4th, I think.
Holy crap. I got a
Wait,
huge
no,
download.
no, tomorrow is the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
And you.
Yes.
Yoda.
You know that, right?
Of course.
The 4th of May is, yeah, May the 4th be with you.
I
It's a
love
big
it.
Star
Thank
Wars thing they
you.
do now.
No,
That's
I
their
did not know that. And I love Star
that's the official Star Wars holiday.
Thank you.
Is
That's a
tomorrow.
gift. You just gave me the biggest gift. Thank you, because I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
then,
Let's
oh
see.
yeah, but let me go back to gonna happen. Yeah,
Yes.
I got a download, and I love Oregon. I'm in the Willamette Valley. Where I live is gorgeous, but I live in a very city that's still haunted. I'm still in that ley line 150. I got to get out to nature. I got to get out of the city. So if I got to get out of the city, you guys got to get out of the city. Everyone who has land needs to be planting now because a famine's coming. I see less than 8 years. Everyone plant. I don't care. I got a little tiny garden. I'm in a little she shack because of the shit I went through. But I have a garden. Plant whatever you can. I'm telling you now. And then they're showing me, they showed me to go east, and I'm in Oregon. So think of Salem, like the capital. They told me go Oregon east and south. And I said, east and south, then, and away from the coast. Obviously, east is away from the coast. So they told me go east and south. And I said, well, fuck, how far south? I don't want, it's hot. I love Oregon. And they said, what does it matter? We're taking you towards Mexico and South America. So that's where they're taking me. And that's years down the road, because they know I don't move fast, and there's stopovers, and there's time, so I don't know fear porn because I'll let you know. I watch the volcano action. I'm kind of a good resource, I just stay off of AI and I don't do social media and, no one can find me. And now look, CatherineAnnWright.com. But don't come find me. I'm going to sleep for a couple weeks. I need some sleep. This energy wave hit us in March 26th, March 27th. See, I can see in frequencies. A big ass energy wave came in, changed all the color of the garden to a bright, beautiful color, like you took off film, and then the wave hit me. And I got slammed into my body like I was wearing gravity boots. Wow. I mean, like I was a fucking Terminator gravity booted in. And, I'm kind of airy-fairy as an empath, and it nailed me into my body now because I know I have a big mission coming up, and the mission we'll talk about in the show. And I've got to be in the body and also being able to bridge to the cosmic reality of this consciousness to communicate it to this consciousness to make the Jacob's bridge. Because I'm taking everyone with me, all the light, everyone with light. We're, it's light. We're getting off of here. Yeah.
Do you know Laura? You know Laura Eisenhower?
I do. She did a reading for me. We met at my first and last conference ever, our 2019 Avatar Convention, and she just sat there staring at me because she sees me glow. Right, because she's got some major skills. I love Laura, but so she's like looking at me, and I come over and she says, "I got to give you a big hug." And so we hugged, exchanged phone numbers, and she did her reading for me is on my website.
Wow.
Go on down, and then Heidi Vandenberg, Laura did my tropical and Heidi did my Vedic, and you want to know who I am, go listen to those two. Those women are phenomenal. I put my shit out there so you know who you're talking to when you call me. You don't you have no idea who you're calling.
Yeah. Terry Reese wants to know, I was sound asleep and woke up with a feeling I was being kicked in the throat. Was that a psychic, I'm guessing, she could attack or a download was the second part of that question.
I'd have to tap into your energy field.
This is Terry Reesing.
Let me see if I don't know if I'm prepared to do that. I didn't know we were doing questions like this.
Okay. I thought maybe it'd just be an answer. I didn't know you had to.
Well, read it to me again.
She's saying, I was sound asleep and woke up with a feeling I was being kicked in the throat. Was that a psychic attack or a download? There's a second part of it.
Show me yes. Show me no. Psychic attack. It was stepping on I see him stepping on your throat. Bam. Okay. And so in that kind of instance, when you wake up, you say, get the fuck out. You're violating the law of free will. You snap your fingers and shove his ass right out because he's only energy. And you are a sovereign nation unto yourself. And I use the universal and hermetic laws because Thoth is one of my masters, right? He's one of my teachers, not masters. Archon master. Thoth is cool. He's got a sense of humor.
So, go ahead.
No, that's good.
I thought you were okay. Dave Deadwaller says, does smoking the Lord's herb clear her abilities or create a clearer path?
Depending on the person. For me, because I'm huge energy because I'm doing a lot in many places. I love to take gummy. I'm a gummy girl because my lungs are not as strong. They do many things. So I love it. And even in Oregon, we legalized psilocybin microdosing. So I think ancient herbs are. I'm an apothecary. I use essential oils. I've got lavender here. I've got joy. These are medical grade. And I use them on my clients when I'm doing a session for quantum hypnosis. The whole room has been set and frankincense, and it's amazing.
Wow.
Stuff. Yeah.
There's just
So yeah, but I don't smoke, and a lot of people can't smoke. So I'm really into edibles. I'm really into butter. I'm really into organic. So.
No, that's great. Yeah, and I used to live in Newport, Oregon.
Beach?
Yeah.
Oh, Newport. Oh, great. And they're telling me to tell them grow hemp, you guys. Okay, so besides
that's a good thing. Yeah.
Because of what's coming, and I'm being serious here. Grow hemp. You can make clothes out of it, milk. You can make. I mean, it was mandatory during World War I or II that they had to grow hemp. All the farmers had to grow hemp. I don't know if you guys know that.
It was part of yes, it was.
My land. Anyone who's got land, grow hemp, grow potatoes, grow food. Talk to your spirit guides. What are you supposed to grow? And start your stuff. But it's you got time. It's not like
Well, Donna came back with a
Oh, you froze.
question. Do you think has made
You're freezing.
But hear me though? Hello? Oh,
yeah,
really?
there you are. You froze.
And it's right when I say the V word. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did not notice it because I couldn't hear any of it. Okay, let me read it. I'll read it. Okay.
Yeah, read it. That's crazy. But at least I know. At least I know I have official people that watch my show.
You know what I'm going to say about butterflies? Let's call V butterflies. Okay. Guys? Because I'm seeing quantum. I'm a quantum seer, right? And I want to make all you guys quantum seers get working and getting past life regression hypnosis sessions. It's going to break your theta waves open. You can talk to spirits and all sorts of stuff. But about butterflies, you know what? If you're vibrating high, say you've got a friend who has lots of butterflies because they did the thing, right?
Yeah.
You give them the biggest hug and you can sizzle all those nanobites. It's only energy and it's a program. I sizzle nanobites. When people have it or don't have it, I just sizzle the shit out of it because it's love. I work on implants on people. I work on dark technology on people. So the power of love and the vibration of a nuclear star, when you've got that down in your belief system, this stuff won't matter. We're going 5D and above, guys. You got to stop thinking so low. Give people hugs. Don't be afraid of viruses. Fucking go kiss them and give them a big hug. Hell.
Right.
We can't live in fear.
Yeah. And I suggest I need to get you a link the next day or so to a Rumble page that has a movie that came out 2 weeks ago called Watch the Water. And it's about that. And it turns out it is not what everybody thought it was. Anyway, I will leave it at that.
I kind of stay off of media and watch and stuff, but I'll see.
It's a noggin thinker.
Love
so let's do this because we're down to 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I don't want to get into a topic. Then I have to cut you off.
So let me see what Spirit wants to sign off on. I want to give a shout out to some people.
No, that's cool. So go ahead and do shout outs. Also let people know how they can get your book. I'll put the picture up here real quick for people who came on late. Let's do this so we can get you some books sold here. You
right
Impact You, and she's in. It's a collaboration of stories, and you are like eight sections.
Okay, it's an anthology. So 19 of us empaths, men and women, came together. It's you as an umbrella, empath, EMPATH. YOU, then book BOOK.com, and it's on Amazon. So even you go to Amazon and type U for umbrella, then empath, and then YOU, and it's nice. It's nice, you guys. It talks. It's a teaser. I'm teasing you because I want you guys to want to get more, and I want to tell all those stories.
That is how. Whoop, where'd you go? Hold on.
Huh?
There you go. I got a bunch of bells and whistles here. All right. So,
Ooga.
and so we got your
Love you,
website.
truckers. Ooga. Love you
Oh,
guys.
because there's two or three more questions, but we'll have to save it till next time.
Another time. I'm tired.
I'm gonna bring you on. We have a little more advanced notice. I appreciate you coming on such short notice, so thank you.
You go take care of your mama. Go hang with your mama. I love you. Give her a kiss for me because my mama died. So give her a kiss for me. It's good.
I will.
It's okay. It's cool.
I will.
All right, sweetie. Love you. Bye, guys.
Right.
Everyone on Doc's station. Love you.
Okay.
Stay,
sweet. Hold on. Say it again. I cut you off too soon.
Stay precious. Stay safe.
Excellent.
Sizzle nanobots, you guys.
Good idea. All right, folks. We got a new friend here at the show. So Catherine Ann Wright. Yeah, we're gonna be having her on again, and we'll be doing Patreon, so I can just let her loose, and that can go as long as we need to go. So, wow, I gotta go get me some sage. Weird shit's happening right now. As long as there's no hockey masks involved, I'm okay with it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Now, I have got some big news. There is like a 90% chance. Ooh, you guys ready for this? I just got to do a phone call tomorrow. He's already down. He's got to lock it in, get his bio and his image and everything. Are you guys ready for this? I have teased you about this guest for far too long. Tomorrow night, 90% chance that I will be having the ancestor of the one and only Jack the Ripper on my show. Yeah, damn right. It's going to be crazy. Word. So, I've actually wanted to have him on my show for years, but COVID and all that crap. So get your questions ready. This is the man. I was like the Learning Channel, History Channel, something like that. They did a whole series on him, and they went on a hunt to find remains or something. Anyway, we will talk about all that, and we'll talk about other stuff too. So look forward to tomorrow. Please tell everybody, share, like, subscribe if you haven't done so. Love to get those numbers up. They really do matter, even though I don't make any money, but it means that the word's getting out there. If you want to join on Patreon, patreon.com/Doc Skinner. And appreciate all those that are supporting right now. So, all right. Oh, we're down to a minute. I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate all the OGs that have been here since the beginning. And I will be back tomorrow with the ancestor of the one and only Jack the Ripper. The real one. Yeah. Be honest, I was a little scared to bring him on the first time. But no. Jeff Mudgett is his name, and he will be with us. So look forward to that. Tell all your friends and family and everybody that gets the EBGBs about the Jack the Ripper story. Until then, remember, my fellow friends, I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. And remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we will always rise together. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Now on to the cool exit video.